All about bats, simple and easy to understand. Bats are fascinating animals that are very different from most other creatures. Let's learn more about bats in a simple and fun way. 1. What are bats? Bats are the only mammals that can truly fly. While many animals can glide or jump, bats are the only ones that can flap their wings and fly like birds. They are nocturnal animals, which means they are active at night and sleep during the day. There are over 1,400 species of bats in the world, making them one of the most diverse groups of mammals. 2. What do bats look like? Bats come in many sizes, but they all have some things in common. Wings. Unlike birds, bat wings are made of skin stretched over their long fingers. This makes them light and flexible, so they can fly easily. Small bodies. Bats have small bodies compared to their wings. Some bats are very tiny, while others can be quite large. Echolocation. Many bats use echolocation, which means they make sounds and listen for the echoes to find their way around in the dark. This helps them find food and avoid obstacles. 3. What do bats eat? Bats eat different things depending on their species. Here are the main types of food they eat. Insects. Most bats eat insects like mosquitoes, beetles, and moths. A single bat can eat thousands of insects in one night. Fruits. Some bats, especially those that live in tropical areas, eat fruit. These bats are called fruit bats. Nectar. Some bats drink the sweet nectar from flowers, just like bees and hummingbirds. Blood. A few species of bats, like vampire bats, feed on the blood of animals. But don't worry, vampire bats are small and they usually only drink a little blood from animals like cows or birds. 4. Where do bats live? Bats live in many places around the world. You can find bats in forests, caves, trees, and even in cities. They like to sleep in dark, quiet places during the day. These places are called roosts. Bats often live in groups, and some roosts can have thousands of bats. 5. How do bats fly and navigate? Bats are great flyers, and many of them use echolocation to find their way around in the dark. They make tiny sounds that bounce off objects, and the bats listen to the echoes to understand where things are. This allows them to fly quickly through the night without bumping into trees or other objects. It also helps them find their food, especially insects that are flying around. 6. Why are bats important? Bats are very important for the environment. Insect control. Bats help control insect populations. Since they eat a lot of insects, they help reduce the number of pests like mosquitoes and beetles. Pollination. Some bats help pollinate flowers. When they drink nectar from flowers, they carry pollen from one flower to another, helping plants grow and produce fruit. Seed dispersal. Fruit bats help spread seeds by eating fruit and then dropping the seeds in different places. This helps plants grow in new areas. 7. Interesting facts about bats. Tiny bats. The smallest bat in the world is the bumblebee bat, which is about the size of a large bumblebee and weighs less than a penny. Big bats. The largest bats are flying foxes, with wingspans that can reach up to 5 feet, 1.5 meters. Sleep upside down. Bats usually sleep hanging upside down. This helps them take off and fly quickly when they wake up. Long lives. Bats can live a long time for their size. Some bats can live for more than 20 years. 8. Are bats dangerous? Most bats are not dangerous to humans. They are shy and prefer to stay away from people. Bats are very important for the environment, and many species are in danger because their homes are being destroyed. It's important to protect bats and their habitats so they can continue to help nature. Conclusion: bats are incredible animals that play an important role in keeping nature balanced. They help control insects, pollinate plants, and spread seeds. Learning about bats helps us understand why they are so special and why it's important to protect them and their homes. This article is an easy introduction to bats for English learners. If you have more questions or want to know something specific about bats, feel free to ask.